Good evening. We all grow in different ways. We do. And in different speeds. We don't all grow up at the same time in this world. We don't. And you may look around you and you may see others that are, at a different spiritual level than you in your life, or they may have more knowledge than you have and you may be the same age. They may have more knowledge than you do. They may have more spiritual encounters. They may have more, real world experiences. They may have a greater insight on what's happening. They may. But we all grow at different levels and we all grow in different ways. We do. And to expect everyone to be the same, to have all the same traits, to have all the same feelings, to have all the same perceptions, to have all the same likes and dislikes, it's not happening. It's not happening. And it may be difficult for some people to fathom, to realize. You may think, well, we're on this earth. Surely we all think alike. We all think just like me. Everybody needs to think the way that I think. Everybody should always like the things that I like. Everyone should be interested in the things that I'm interested in. Everybody should like to do the things that I like to do and go to places that I like to go and dress the way that I like to dress and do what I like to do. No, we're different. We're different. And the moment that we lose insight on the fact that we are different is it's the moment we stop growing. We stop growing. You want to grow. That's your goal here on earth. You want to grow spiritually on the inside, because that's the only way you're truly going to progress in life and reach your highest potential of happiness and love in this life. And some grow at a slower pace than others, and they had to play catch up. They do. Some grow a little bit too fast and just leave people behind, and some don't grow at all. Some grow backwards. They grow backwards. And I've purposely left this as the question mark. I just didn't want to put no title, didn't want to put no description. We're all different, spiritually speaking, and we have likes and dislikes in this world. We don't all have the same feelings. We don't all have the same energy, the same skills, the things that we're good at, the things that we excel in. We don't, you all. We don't. And not everybody's going to be able to speak the way that someone else may speak. Some people may have they're really good with their words. The words just flow out naturally, while some people struggle to find the words. But it depends on, what you're talking about. Because some people, they have no problem talking about certain things that are of interest to them. They don't, because it just comes naturally. They put a lot of their energy into it. They do. We need to realize it. I need to realize it, that people are different. You need to realize it. We're all different. And the one common denominator we have is the love on the inside of us that literally pulls us all together despite our differences that we have within each other. No matter how spiritual you are, no matter how knowledgeable you are, no matter nothing, it is the love on the inside of us. It is that, okay, great, I can be heard. It's the love on the inside of us that holds us together. It's the bond. And in this life, we want to be able to learn from one another. And that's how we grow. We learn from one another. We do. We build each other up. That's what we're supposed to do. You don't want to get in a habit of tearing each other down. You don't want to get in a habit of tearing anyone down or thinking the worst about them or things like that. You want to build others up. You want to speak good of them. You want to speak good of everything because you want your vibration to remain high on this earth. You don't want to go into a low vibration. You don't. You don't want to get to the point within you where you start having fear take over you and get inside your head, get inside your heart, get inside your life to where you become paralyzed. Stuck. Paralyzed and stuck. We know that fear, it plagues a lot of humanity. It always has. It always will. And it affects a lot of us. It creeps in when you're least expecting it. It does. When you think everything is like, great, it's going great, you got this, and then fear comes creeping in. Fear don't come by itself. It doesn't. It has company, and its company that it keeps is negative company. It is. Fear will tell you lies. It will. Fear will, it will enslave you. It will put you in a prison within yourself. And if it has its way, the more you listen to fear, the more you play around with the members that it brings, because it brings members with it. It brings its friends. The more you play with them, entertain them, the more you're going to find yourself inside yourself, not being able to get out of yourself. Okay, you're not. We're different. We are, and it's hard for some people to overcome fear when it comes knocking. Sometimes it don't knock, it just like, it pushes its way right in. And it's hard. It's hard to get over it. It is, because it takes courage. It takes strength. It takes determination. It takes an enormous amount of willpower to push back that fear. It takes love, God is love, to push it back. It takes the perfect love on the inside. Perfect love drives out all fear. Okay, it does. Fear will keep you from getting that job that you really want. Fear will keep you from being able to stand up and speak up for yourself. It will keep you from, you want to sing and you're scared to death because you're just fearful. You don't want to get in front of a crowd. You don't want to speak in front of a crowd. Fear will keep you from leaving your house. You won't even want to go outside. Fear will keep you with your windows shut so you don't allow the outside world in. Fear will keep you totally silent. It will imprison you. It will imprison you. And it does. It does a lot of people. It will throw you into a depression. It will destroy your body physically on the inside. You'll start getting really sick from the stress, and you'll have things happening to you physically, as well as mentally, emotionally. It can do a lot of harm. And sometimes fear comes through the means of others. It can come through bullies. Bullies can fear you. You can find the fear when you turn on the TV, when you turn on the news. You can find it in your workplace. You can be pressured into not doing anything because you could constantly hear, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. You're not good enough. You're going to fail miserably. You're wasting your time. It's not going to work out. Fear can pop up like that too. It can beat you down. It can, with words. And you can be surrounded by friends who, even though they may have your best interests at heart, they may discourage you from doing things and things like that. They may. may not encourage you. You may not have very many people around you that do encourage you to push beyond the fear, because they are scared themselves, so they're absolutely not going to recommend you do anything if they have fear on the inside of them, because they're scared of fear too. Because what's it take? It takes strength, it takes courage, it takes determination. It takes all of those to grow spiritually. It does, on the inside. And we grow at different rates. We do. Spiritually speaking, we grow at different rates. Not everybody's going to be so loving and kind and peaceful and humble and all that. They're not. It may not be in their personality. They may not be like that. They may want to be like that, but it's just, they try. It might take them a lifetime, but they're trying. They're trying, which is good. You try, you do. You want to try to be better. You want to try to grow faster, but you can't push things in life. There are some things you cannot rush. You can't. It's like a child who is forced to grow up really fast in their life. Really fast. Grow up the hard way. Because they're thrown out to the wolves. They're thrown out into this world, and they got to fend for themselves. And that's really hard, even for a child. It's extremely hard. Can you imagine having to continue to do that as you're an adult? Because, you didn't grow up really fast. You didn't. You just grew up just normally, kind of at a normal pace. Some people don't. Some people learn really fast how to survive in a world that is not too nice to them. Sometimes the world is cruel to them, because sometimes, everywhere they turn, they just get beat down. There's a struggle. There's a failure. There's all of that, and before long, the struggles and the failures take its toll on a human being. It doesn't matter who you are, it takes its toll. And you may, over time, which a lot of people do, no matter what it is, if they want to survive in this world, no matter what they do, they learn to get tough. They learn to get a tough skin. They learn to they harden their hearts. They harden their hearts. You're supposed to guard your heart, but they'll harden their hearts. They get a tough skin. They do. Because that's the only way they know how to survive. Even on the YouTube. You're not going to make it on here. You're not. Gina, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You're going to have to learn to have a tough skin. You're going to have to learn to quit letting things bother you, because they're going to come after you. The wolves are going to be sent out after you. They're going to be sent out after you, your family, your friends. They're going to try to destroy you and attack you, or your friends or your family or your loved ones. Just tear you to pieces in any way that they can. That's where fear comes. They bring fear with them. They want to put the fear of God within you. They want to put that fear of failure within you. They want you to run away. They do. Want you to run away. I can speak of YouTube. If people who get on here and do that, paid to do it, or just mean and hateful, they'll try anything. Try anything to shut you down, to shut your mouth. And after a while, they keep trying to try even harder and harder, and then you don't see them anymore. And you don't let them get to you, because you stuck around. You can stick around longer than they can at times. Okay? They just want to see what you're made of. What you're made of, you all. You learn to grow. And hopefully when you learn to grow, it's for the better. You become a better person based on what you've been through in this life. Truly. Whatever you've been through in this life, I hope it has made you into a better person, and that you continue to grow on the inside spiritually, and continue to grow in love right here. It's not easy. It's not easy for people to be open to love, to be kind to others, to speak kind words, to say kind things. It's not easy for people to say, I love you. It's not. It's not. Some people are very uncomfortable, extremely uncomfortable. And that's just how it is. It's just how it is, you all. Like getting on here talking. When I first started doing this, 2018, I would try to get on here as fast as I could and get off here as fast as I could, and my voice was very nervous. I felt so uncomfortable on the YouTube and the Facebook, but I kept popping back on here. I can look back at the videos and I think, wow, I'm so young and so like nervous and scared. That's what I was, nervous and scared, because I was put out here in front of this, and it's not for everybody. It's not. Look how long it's taken, 4 to 5 years, for me to feel even this bit comfortable. I'm not finished growing. I know I'm not. I got a lot more growing to do, just like you all. You got a lot more growing to do. I may be further along of being able to talk on here than some people. I may be more comfortable doing it, more just used to doing it. It's because maybe I grew up a little differently, maybe faster or something like that. Or there's other people who are a lot more comfortable being on the YouTube than I am, more comfortable speaking. I don't think I do well in front of a crowd of people. I can do this right here, but if I was literally stuck in front of a crowd of people, I'd get very nervous because I'm not used to it. It makes me very uncomfortable. But you have to grow beyond the uncomfortableness in this world if you want to grow into the person that you're meant to be. Okay, you want to grow, you want to mature, you want to reach your fullest potential, your highest good in this life, because you got work to do. You do. We all got work to do. We all have a reason for being here. We have a purpose for being here. You may not realize it. You may not realize your purpose. You may not think you have a purpose. You may think that your reason for existing is non-existent, but that's not true. Otherwise, you would not be here. There's a reason you're here. Okay, there is. There's a reason people were put into your life, and it's to grow. We grow from one another. We do. We learn from one another. We grow for one another. We're here for one another, okay? It's going to be hard to make it in a world if you're here and there's not a one another around. If you can't connect with people, it's hard to grow in the way that you need to grow truly as a body of believers. It's hard to grow alone, okay? It's very hard. And that's, yeah, we're different. We grow differently. We don't all learn at the same speed. Even in school, we don't. Some are slow readers, some are fast readers. Some excel, they get put in the accelerated classes, while others, they lag behind. It's life. It's life, you all. You can't expect us all to be on the same level. You can't. It doesn't mean that any of us is not as good as the other. It doesn't. It doesn't mean that at all. And to think that, well, I'm not as good as them because I can't learn as good as fast as they can. No, it doesn't mean that at all. You're different. We're all different. But yet we're all the same. We're still in this world. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing. It may take longer. Not everybody wins the race. They don't. Not everybody comes in first place. They don't. You may start off fast. You may be like me, doing the 200-yard hurdles, high hurdles. I took off really fast. I was ahead of everybody. I got 3/4 of the way jumping those high hurdles. I ran out speed. I was the last person across the finish line because I took off too fast. I got ahead of myself. I had to stand there and just lift my leg over those high hurdles, the last 3 high hurdles. I took off too fast, way too fast, and I didn't realize it. I should have been slow and steady. I should have went at a steady pace. But when you combine high hurdles And sprinting, I didn't take that into consideration. I didn't realize how difficult that would be. I would have needed a whole lot more time to train if I was going to run that race properly. And I didn't practice the high hurdles all the time, sprinting in the 200-yard dash with high hurdles. No, I didn't. I didn't do it. But I learned. Gina, you know, you took off more than you could chew. You thought you could do it, but you see what happened. You were the last person across that finish line. Yeah, you also. I was the first person out. First person 3/4 of the way, but that they don't cut it. Don't cut it. You don't. We grow differently. We learn at different levels. We can't expect everybody to be on our level. We can't. We cannot expect everyone to be on our level of spirituality, our level of knowledge, our level of experience in this real world, our level of maturity. That's right. Even that. Some people are more mature. Some people are more reserved. They are. Some people are more successful in life, in different areas in life than others. Does it make them any better? Absolutely not. It doesn't. It doesn't make them any better whatsoever. It truly is. It's about what's inside here. What's inside this heart of yours, your intention, your frequency. That's what truly does matter right here. No matter what you're going through. If you got it right on the inside of here, the frequency, the intention, then you keep going. You keep doing your best. Keep doing it. You'll get there. You will get there, you all. I promise you'll get there. It's like the first will be last, and the last will be first. It's like the people who were hired to work in the field. Those hired at the beginning of the day, and the person who came in right at the last hour. They all got paid the same. And those who worked all day long, they didn't think it was fair, but the master has the right to do what he wants. That's right. They say good things come to those who wait. That too. It's different for everybody, you all. We're different. You know, your children aren't all the same. They all don't learn on the same level. My brother was straight A student in school. I remember going to the math class that he was in, and I'm not good at math, but he was really good. And it was in like an algebra class, and the teacher expected me to be as smart as my brother, and I didn't know the answer. So you know what I said? I said, I guess I'm just stupid. You know what that teacher said? Okay, stupid. Called me stupid. I flunked that class. I didn't even want to try in that class at all. He didn't help matters any. He didn't. But I'm not my brother. And I shouldn't be compared to my brother. My brother is very, very intelligent. Yeah, so you don't compare yourself to others, you all. Do not. There's no need to. You are who you are. You're perfect just the way you are. That's what I want to say. Perfect. Is there room for growth? Absolutely. You can become perfection with enough time. When perfection comes, you can. You can perfect yourself along the way, but don't think of yourself less than what you are. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't beat yourself up because you're not like this other person, even though you wish you might be. Don't beat yourself up. You are who you're supposed to be. You're going to grow into yourself. You will. I'm still growing into myself. A lot of us are still growing into ourselves, and if you're watching this video and you're saying, I'm already completely grown up, then why are you still on this earth? You got more growing to do, or you wouldn't be on this earth. That's right. So that's all I have to say. My title of my video is a question mark. My description is a question mark. This is the only thing right here. It's the only thing, you all. No, we're different. We grow differently. No need to compare yourself to others. No need to beat yourself up. No need to be so hard on yourself. And don't be hard on others either. Don't. There's no need for it. We got a common bond, and it's LOVE on the inside of us. That's our common bond. That's what makes us the same. Okay, it does. We're all connected. We are. On a spiritual level. On that level of love. Now, some may love more deeply than others. Some may express love different than others. They may, but still, it's the common bond. It's love. It's like some person, they have more faith than others. They do. You know, there's people in your life that have more faith than you do. I know some. Some people pray harder. Some people will meditate a lot. Some people work harder. But we're all the same, more or less, when you get down to it. We're all the same on the inside. So, Gina, what do you have to say? Whatever it is that you heard, that's what I have to say. Whatever it is that your ears heard and that sunk in, that you listened to, that's what I had to say. So I am going to go and thank you all for taking the time to listen to what I had to say. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.